What's up, YouTube? This is Mark A. Jackson. Guys, I want to welcome you to my channel, Marky Mark Philippines Life, where you're going to follow me through my journey of being here in North Carolina. Actually, I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina right now. This is not where I reside. We're actually at a family member's house, just taking care of some business and so forth. But wanted to jump into the backyard here, run into the backyard, and just talk to you all so that I could get my video done for this week. I haven't done one this week, but I wanted to share an interesting topic with you. And by the way, today, as of today, today is Sunday here in North Carolina, USA. As of today, 101 days away from my feet landing in Davao City, Philippines. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait, guys. I've got a lot to get done, though. I'm nowhere near close as far as being actually prepared, but I'm going to amp it up. I'm going to amp it up because before you know it, it's going to be 90 days, 80 days, 70 days. And the next thing you know, I'm going to be doing a YouTube from the Philippines. So thanks for following my journey. But once again, Marky Mark Philippines Life, where you're following me on my journey to the Philippines, where I'm actually going to retire, guys. I'm actually going to retire. I'm 62 years old. And the first time I went to the Philippines years ago, I absolutely fell in love with the country. Absolutely fell in love with the country, fell in love with the people. I mean, I just had such a beautiful, peaceful experience. And I knew then that, hey, I could get used to this. I could get used to this. I remember when I was in the Philippines, guys, I didn't worry about politics. I didn't worry about ESPN, NBC Sports, ABC Sports, CNN News, Fox News. Wasn't worried about any of them because I had such peace and serenity that just came over me. And I was just so happy being with the people of the Philippines, singing karaoke and shopping at the markets and getting fresh foods and dancing in the middle of the street in the middle of the rain. I mean, I do some crazy things, but it's appreciated. Living life day by day is just appreciated by the Philippine people. So it's going to be here before we know it. 101 days away. But I want to share with you a topic. Just take a few minutes to talk about it because I'm actually experiencing it right now. And if you are someone that's looking, whether male or female, looking to retire in the Philippines, this is something you're really going to need to think about. And that is your health. That is your health. Are you healthy enough to retire in the Philippines? Are you healthy enough? Because that's one of the things, and I've learned this from other expats that's already lived in the Philippines or had different health problems, is are you healthy enough to retire there? Do you have heart conditions? Do you have diabetes? Do you have neuropathy? Do you have, high blood pressure? I mean, on and on and on. There's so many things that you could be dealing with. And I was a nurse for 25 years, so I'm definitely aware of all the possibilities, guys. And to be transparent with you, and I'm sorry to hit my mic just then. I've got to stop doing that. But to be totally transparent with you, I have severe neuropathy. And the powers that be would probably say you don't need to retire in the Philippines. Honestly, um, I am being referred to a pain clinic because my pain is atrocious. My pain is a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 many times. Even last night, I was in severe uh, neuropathy pain, severe. And mine has spread all over my body, even as from my toes to my face. So that's a pretty serious condition. It's called autonomic neuropathy. And so right now I'm going to be referred to a pain clinic because I know that I cannot survive in the Philippines in the type of pain that I'm dealing with right now. Even as I speak to you, I'm in pain, okay? And I have no narcotic medication because that's really the only thing that eases it where I can function 100% or 90% as a normal adult. Is that's the only thing that helps. Tylenol doesn't help, Motrin doesn't help, Advil, you name them, none of that over-the-counter stuff, not even Tylenol number 3, which is Tylenol with some codeine added. I've got to have something like a Percocet 5325 or something like that, or maybe something, or maybe a Tramadol, 50 milligrams or something. And I'm not addicted to pain medication. I just need something to take the edge off and to take the edge off of this severe pain. And if something can take the edge off, multiple things will happen. One, my pain level is going to go down. Two, my blood pressure is going to go down because it's been elevated. But my theory is, and I'm sure I'm right, is that my blood pressure is elevated because my pain is elevated. Your respirations are going to go up. Your pulse is going to go up. So I had a lengthy discussion with my doctor about a week ago, and I said, look, you're gonna send me to the pain management clinic. And he went on and referred me because I know that in order for me to live as close as I can to my best life there in the beautiful country of the Philippines, is I can't be going around in pain. Even today, my feet are so tender, and neuropathy is not reversible, guys. Now, some people may say it is with holistic medicine and herbs and all this stuff, but trust me, those people don't have autonomic neuropathy. Those are all the so-called powers that be that say, yeah, you do this, you do that. It can be reversed and so forth. And even if that was the case, it literally would take years. And I don't have years. I don't have years. March of 2026, I'm outie. Peace, deuces. I'm in the Philippines. I'm in that airplane, 30-something thousand feet in the air, flying over the Pacific Ocean. That's my dream. And in this fourth quarter of life, I don't know how much time I have left. Nobody does. But I'm going to finish out this fourth quarter of life on my terms. If neuropathy is what's going to take me out, I'd rather it take me out while I'm in the Philippines. No lie, no BS, or no cap, as the kids say, right? No cap. Okay? Now, fortunately for me, I have a special friend there in the Philippines that, that's going to be there for me, and I'm going to be there for her. It's always a give and take, right? But yeah, I'm going to the Philippines, and you guys are going to follow me in this journey. But at the same time, I want you to follow me also in my health journey, because this is big. Your health is number one. And I refuse to go, I should say, I refuse to be in the Philippines bedbound. I refuse to be in the Philippines with my special someone having to push me around in a wheelchair. I refuse to be in the Philippines with me being in and out of the hospital all the time, or being in constant 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 pain all the time, or taking 5, 6, 10 different medications all the time. I know it doesn't have to be this way. So if you're someone that's thinking about retiring to the Philippines or maybe any of the Southeast Asian countries, and you got some health issues going on, my recommendation from here in the United States is, before you get there, is to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Tell the doctor what you need. Tell the doctor what's wrong. Let them do what they got to do while you're here, so that when you get there, and let me give you an example. My special friend in the Philippines, I was just chatting with her, just talking to her, and not just a few minutes ago, but yesterday. And she was saying, we were talking about living there right there with her and her mom on the ocean. They literally are like less than 200 yards, less than 100 yards from the actual ocean. Okay. That's how close they are. They live on the beach. And I would love to live on the beach, guys. I love water. I love the beach life and so forth. But she's also 5 hours from the city. She's 5 hours on the outskirts. She's not in Davao City. She's on one of those little provinces on the outskirts of Davao, 5 hours, a 5 hour drive away. And she says, no, we can't live on the beach. She says, I'm concerned about your health. If we ever have a health emergency with you, I want to be where we can get to the hospital within minutes. And as bad as I want to live on the beach, she's right. Now, I did tell her that I do want to, spend a couple of days there on the beach where she and her mom live. I would like to do that, just to get that experience of that real super simple life there on the ocean, and, all the stuff that they do. And we may do that because I really would like to see that area where they live and have that experience. So, because it's a whole experience just getting to their house. Trust me, you got to do some a little bit of sort of kind of life risking things just to get there into that wilderness, into that area before you get to the beach. But I'm willing to experience that, guys. I want to do things new, right? This is my fourth quarter. I might as well live it with exhilaration, right? But yeah, so maybe I won't spend more than 1 or 2 nights there. Then we'll come on back to Davao. And who knows, we may not live in Davao. Davao City, I mean. We may live in Iloilo. We may go to, what's that other place called? But you know what I'm saying. Any of those areas, San Carlos or whatever. But right now, my heart is set on Davao City. I would like to be in Davao City. It is the safest city, one of the safest cities in the world, definitely the safest city in all of the Philippines. And I would like to experience that for a while, and also do some island hopping and so forth. But none of that means anything if my health is not right. So yes, I'm being aggressive. I'm telling the doctor everything so that I can have everything that I need, take my papers with me, everything that I need, so that when I get my doctor there in the Philippines, and when I get my health care there in the Philippines, okay, I think it's called Phil Health, and I think there's another one for expats. I definitely want to jump on that ASAP, okay, because I do plan on renewing when it's time to renew while I'm there. And like I said, I want to retire in the Philippines and enjoy my life there with my special someone, I say. So yeah, so please guys, before you make that move, do just like what I'm doing. Get your health right. Get your health at least in enough condition where you're not at super high risk, and that you're not even at medium risk, okay? Get that taken care of before you get there, because I've seen so many horror stories of expats, um, multiple. I mean, from getting with the wrong Panay and they destroy all their papers. I've seen them all, right? They steal the papers, destroy their papers, burn up their passports, and or give them your bank account number and code, and now they go into your bank account and take all your money. There's some horror stories over there. I realize that. I realize that. And we all go there not thinking that ours is going to be a horror story. I've got a saying, guys. I always tell my youngest son, my oldest son this, and I've done it for years, and that is this. Every time, or most of the time when I get off the phone with them, okay, when I get off the phone with them, and you always want to tell your family member that you love them and so forth. But this is what I always say, other than I love you. I say, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel, which means always be aware of your surroundings at all times. Don't be glued to your cell phone everywhere you go. Know what's happening around you, especially here in the United States. Especially here in the United States. But I always tell them, be safe, keep your head on a swivel, and don't trust anybody 100%. Don't trust anybody 100%. So having said that, as much as you may love your Panay, as much as you may be crazy about your Panay, maybe you're planning on getting married, maybe you're planning on getting a house together, getting some land or whatever, having a business together. That third part of what I said is just as important or more important as that second part. And that is never trust anybody 100%, because there are so many expats that have trusted their Panay 100%. And I'm not saying anything negative here, guys. You're going to love them. I love mine, right? You're going to love them. They're going to treat you so good. You're going to feel like a king. You're going to feel like the king of the world. They're going to do everything for you. I mean, it's like in your mind, you're going to tell yourself, there's no way she could turn against me. There's no way she's going to clear out my bank account. There's no way she's just going to up and disappear. Or worst case scenario, there's no way she would hire somebody to assassinate me or murder me. There's no way she would clean out the house and up and leave and burn all my papers and my passport and my important papers that I need while I'm here. There's no way. She loves me. We have a child together. There's no way she would do that. Folks, we're all imperfect. We're all human. We're all imperfect. And and like I always say, any man can do anything. When I say man, I'm talking about man or woman. Any man or woman is capable of anything when they're pushed to that limit. When they're pushed to that limit, they're capable of anything. I'm capable of anything if pushed far enough. My girlfriend is capable of anything if she's pushed far enough. Your girlfriend, your wife is capable of anything if pushed far enough. Okay? So that's why I tell my kids, never trust anybody 100%. Okay? I don't even want them to trust me 100%. 99.9% trust me. But don't they trust me 100%? Because I'm telling you, anybody is capable of anything when pushed to their limit. Here in the United States, we've got a lot of news, ABC, NBC, Fox News, CNN, World, all that stuff. But here in the United States, we always see people on TV, on the news. And let's say their neighbor murdered the whole family and then killed himself, or they murdered 20 people, or they just snapped. And every time they interview a neighbor, They interview a neighbor or somebody that worked with him. And they said, oh, he was the nicest person in the world. I would have never thought he was capable of that. I still don't believe it. Oh, she was the sweetest little lady. Who would have thought that she would have went in a shopping mall and shot up 25 people? We hear that all the time here in the States, not necessarily in Philippines, but here in the States, we hear that all the time. They were the nicest people. He was the sweetest old man. He used to cut my grass for free. Then the next thing you know, he's out on a shooting rampage. See, that's why you don't trust anybody 100%. Because anybody's capable of anything when pushed to their limit. So guys, put yourself in a good situation. That's what I'm working to do right now. I'm working to put myself in a good situation so that when I go to the Philippines, my health is at peak performance, as peak performance as it can be. I know that I'm always going to be a diabetic. I can control my diabetes. I can control my A1C. But as far as this neuropathy, for most all intents and purposes, it's irreversible. It's not going to get much better, if ever. If anything, it can get worse. So what I'm aiming to do is to keep this neuropathy pain at worst, or at the level that it is right now, which is pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's pretty bad right now. But my sole purpose is to get the proper medications so that I can relieve the pain. And if I can relieve the pain, even if I can take it from a level 9, level 8 out of 10 down to a level 1 and 2, that's tolerable. Even a 3, that's tolerable. Maybe even a 4 is tolerable. But what's not tolerable is where it is right now. And that's a 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not tolerable. And that has to change. And I've got 101 days to make it change. And I'm excited for you to follow along in my journey. I hope you guys have been enjoying my content. As I say, I'm here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm sitting here on the back porch area here of my family member's home. And yeah, let's just have some fun together, guys. It's going to be, and look, share this out. Share this out. Tell people about it. You guys can tell I'm real, I'm raw. I don't even edit. Now, I'm sure I'm going to start editing my videos once I get to the Philippines and so forth. But right now, I'm not even editing, guys. You're going to hear the mistakes. You're going to hear the fumbling, you know, all that stuff. You're going to hear it. But I'm going to be as real and raw as I possibly can be. And I hope I attract the right people to my channel, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching the Marky Mark Philippines Life. You all take care. Stay safe. Keep your head on the swivel. And don't you dare trust anybody 100%. All right, guys, thanks for watching.